Hey everyone, this is Red Robot, and I've been thinking, remember that Nailgun that Scout held in one of those old TF2 trailers? No? Well anyway, I was thinking about if there was any way to experience a similar weapon in the game today. Then, the overdose changes hit in the Meet Your Match update, and I knew I just had to combo it with the conch to create a budget Scout beta Nailgun, now only for the medic instead. If you didn't know, the overdoses always increase your movement speed based on the percentage of Uber you currently hold. With full Uber you used to get a 10% bonus, but now that's been ramped up to 20%. That combined with the conch speed boost makes you just blazingly fast, able to circle strafe and avoid pretty much any source of damage. This change, however, comes at a cost. The overdose's damage penalty has increased to negative 15%, which means that it'll take a lot more needles to take down any foes. Supposedly, I've been killing people just fine. Alright, let's get into the specifics of this strategy. Now, on offense, I love to use the Vaccinator with the overdose, and that's just because it has such a fast Uber build rate. It means that you'll be able to get your Uber really quickly and have that max speed when you combo it with the conch. It's also awesome for keeping your conch soldier alive long enough for him to build rage and then give you the speed boost. All around, it's a great combo. Of course, the Vaccinator is just awesome at keeping yourself alive as well, while you're getting all your combo pieces ready. Once you do manage to pull off the strat though, the movement speed plus the regen on damage makes you incredibly difficult to take out. Now I know that to make an authentic Scout Nailgun would have him double jumping at the same time, but we couldn't quite do that as medic, so I figured a little bit of health regen, kind of Mad Milk style, more like Blutsaga style now I think about it, is the closest we can get. On defense, I decided to pair the overdose with the Kritzkrieg, and this went really well for a few reasons. First of all, the Kritzkrieg builds really quickly, maybe not as fast as the Vaccinator, but it's still really fast, and it also works really well when you need to build that conch rage. Of course, the Kritzkrieg will multiply your soldier's damage by 3 and make it a Gnaw fall off. That's called a crit, which means that the soldier will be building his conch in no time. Usually the restricting factor is actually your own crits, the time it just takes to build that, because your soldier will get his rage so quickly. Trying to abuse the conch for the Nail Scout medic actually highlighted another fun strategy that we could use, pairing the Kritzkrieg with the conch to build rage, and then pairing that with the Ubersaw, using the speed boost of the conch to get Ubersaw swings to then crits again. I reckon you could get like a really nasty endless cycle going on. It'd be great. As you might have picked up in some of these clips, I'm having just a little bit of trouble aiming these needles. Needles are hard enough to aim, but when you're moving at a speed beyond which medic was ever designed to move, it can be pretty tricky, especially considering the syringes are designed to be a defensive weapon and aren't exactly designed to track moving enemies, especially when you're moving at such a high speed to begin with. Being said, I think I managed to make it work. I got some pretty nice hits on targets that are moving in kind of long straight lines, but most of the time I just tried to rely on mashing my face into the enemy and just shooting needles at them, using the regen to help me stay alive, while I just slowly whittle away their health, one needle at a time. Now before any of you can even begin to start typing your angry comments, I totally understand that this is a seriously ineffective strategy. Of course using a medic with a full Kritzkrieg Uber as a needle combatant isn't going to be as effective as just popping that crits, but on this channel we love to find things that are weird, that are wacky, combos that are strange, and definitely seeing a medic running this fast and being able to sustain himself this long in combat is totally fun to do, and hopefully fun for you guys to watch, if you can ignore the terrible aim. That being said, as usual, the strategy was getting constantly blocked by sentries and snipers. They're extremely annoying, not really anything I can do against them if I get body shot long range or there's a sentry around the corner. Don't want to waste the whole conch on shooting them. Of course, there's always clueless pub players to feed you a nice kill every now and then. Really appreciate that, thank you Heavy. That being said, it was pretty fun to be able to play this kind of fast moving, circle strafing, tracking, but at the same time projectile class. I totally get why Valve decided not to go with the Nailgun Scout. The Nailgun and the SMG are cool ideas, but the Scattergun is one of my favourite weapons and playstyles in all the video games, so I'm really glad they went for that one. But I wonder if there is a space for a Nailgun for Scout in TF2 nowadays. Such a drastically different weapon would require such a drastically different playstyle. I mean, hopefully the nails would do a little bit more damage than these needles, and maybe they'd move a bit faster, but it would also shake up class interaction, since a nail gun would be pretty effective against sentries, whereas Scout usually gets walled by them. There's a lot to think about, a lot to experiment with. Who knows, we might get a Nailgun for Scout in TF2's future, or we might just be stuck with the old Overdose plus Conch if we want to experience something like it. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this video. It was pretty weird, but I think it was a blast to see Medic in such an aggressive kind of combat role. Sure, it's not effective, but neither is anything I do. Anyway, that's all I got for you right now. Catch you next time.